Should be able to start in just a few minutes, but hey, I'm pretty excited about this weight loss plan, Milo. I'll tell you what, um, I had a couple buddies in town all week, and even with hanging out and really not paying much attention to how I ate, I still lost a pound.
Wow. That's I'm excited too. Actually, now that you're saying that, I weighed myself this morning and I lost two more pounds. So I'm down 20. Let's see, I am down 24 pounds now. I actually broke. I was stuck at 230. Now I'm at 228. So I feel
28.
so good. I was so happy this morning that I actually I'm on my 220s now. So we'll see how that goes. This product is working, every single day, and I'm not doing the ketos like super strict.
Right.
But I'm still trying to watch what I eat and kind of slow down on the carbs. But yeah, it's awesome. I love it.
Yeah, I've been cutting back on the carbs a lot. I don't eat any of the really starchy foods. I try not to eat any sugary foods,
Right.
and I found out that if I even have one beer, it just throws me all off.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
so I knocked that out.
Yes. No. Yeah. And you can still see the difference when you're eating clean. You see the weight just drop for sure. So it's awesome. Love the product.
You bet, it's working. And I mean, I'm drinking a Sizzle Thin again now, or I mean, the Sport,
Right.
and I'm down 36 pounds.
Wow.
And so I'll be down in next week. I'll be down in the 230 range, two in between 230 240 by the
Right.
end of next week. So my goal was to be there by the end of this week, but just things happen.
Hey, that's great. That is awesome. Losing 30 pounds. It's a great story. These products work. Every single one. I mean, right now we're focusing a lot on the weight loss, but every single product that we have, the Triangle of Life is a great product. The Ripped, obviously for weight loss. The protein shakes. The Brain Vitality. That's a big one too. And we heard it when we went on a back order because the formula is so complex, that we struggle to get a couple of ingredients, but we have enough for a long time now. So Brain Vitality is one of the best. Also, a lot of really good product for sure.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, I waited and waited for that one to come back. I had kind of hoarded a few bottles when we started kind of running out of products, and I ran out on a week ago before it came back in stock. I ran out,
Right.
but I had been rationing it. I was taking only a half dose for the last couple of months just to make
Yeah.
sure. So anyhow, well, it looks like we're on time, and so I'm going to kind of get everything started here. Welcome everybody. For those of you that joined us already, Milo and I were discussing the weight loss. I'm down 36 pounds now. By the end of next week, I should be down over 40 pounds since I started it, and that's like Milo said, I'm not being real strict on the keto. I know how to do the keto now. I understand it a lot better than I did before, because I've tried to do keto before, and I didn't do so well. But I've tried a lot of weight loss plans, Milo. I've tried
Mhm.
the high protein diet, the Atkins type diet.
Right.
It was so hard to stick to, and part of it was, um, when you went out to eat, you always felt like you were on a special diet,
Right.
and your friends were like, "Oh, you're on one of those diets," and I didn't like it, so I didn't stick with it very good. I've tried, eating just what I thought was eating right, and I thought, I'll cut out the low fat, and I'll go to the low fat, and that didn't work. I've tried a lot of different products, they didn't work, and so when Tom Jr. and I were talking about the Sizzle Thin, last fall, and I said, get me on it, let me on the trial. I said, I'm dying to find something that'll work for me, and really the reason why wasn't because of vanity wise. I didn't care. But my son, who's in medical school, he kept coming home and saying, Dad, you're high risk for dying from COVID.
Well,
Yeah. That's what got me started on the
I'll
weight
do
loss.
it.
That's what made me really crank down on it. That's what's really going to drive me to get me to my goal weight. quickly, is because, I started thinking about it, and with my kid telling me that, it was like, yeah. But, he's the same kid that one day he said, Dad, he said, you should do a comb over like Grandpa. So I shaved my head the next morning. But so same kid. But anyhow, so for those of you that are joining us tonight, we're not going to talk about weight loss. The goal here is that, we've had a lot of people that have gotten involved with the business, and we wanted to share the wealth builder plan, because really, if you're going to do the business and you're going to be serious about it, the amount of work that you have to put in is the same. Um, and why not maximize what you get paid? And it's the eighth profit center. Um, and so you want to understand how it works. We've had people that have kind of questioned on certain parts of it, and Milo and I have been talking about, making sure that everybody understands it, have it all on one video. And really, if you're listening on the phone right now, I'm going to tell you, go back and watch it on the webinar, because you have to see it. And then really, and Milo, I hope you'll agree, people have to get out their pen and a piece of paper and draw this out. Draw this out. Draw it out until it completely makes sense, because you don't want to stop halfway and then go back and have to, study it over and over and over again. Learn it the first time. I mean, I sat out there, I was deer hunting, I was sitting in the deer stand, and I had a stick and I was drawing. You remember the day, Milo,
Oh, I
when
remember.
I sat out there in the deer stand and I drew it out in the dirt with a stick, and I erased the slate, and I drew it out again and I erased it, and I thought I had it. And then I tried to explain it to somebody, and I'm like, well, that doesn't make sense. So then I had to go back and I had to do it over again, and I had to get it in my head. And it probably took me 2-3 times of drawing it in the dirt and drawing it out on a piece of paper, maybe even more often than that. And finally I got it, and it made sense, and now it totally makes sense. And so Milo, I'm gonna mute myself out, and I'm gonna take my video off. I'm gonna hand it over to you. We got Milo Acosta, Director of North American Sales, and he was actually part of the architecture of this part of the plan, right?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I saw the need that the company had for some a coded bonus, a bonus that you could help a big team or a person that's actually really focused and willing to do the business the fast way, and how they could use this system to duplicate and help other people to do exactly the same thing, while at the same time, making money themselves. So I'm going to be sharing my screen here, and I'm just going to let you guys into what is that you guys need to do as step number one to start building this business using our coded bonus, or our wealth builder, how we call it here. So one thing that I wanted to let you guys know, we had a group of leaders that came in yesterday. We were probably like 20 people. Two of the leaders are actually listening to this here in my office, listening to this presentation. But I wanted to share with you guys what happened when they heard Tom Maurer, when they heard Aaron, when they heard Liesel and Tom Junior, about the vision of Sisel, and when they listened to the presentation with the wealth builder, it's like everything was just like they couldn't believe it. And then they won't let me lie, because they're kind of here, listening to me while I'm speaking. Well, they were here. They were planning to be here from 10 to 4, and I think we left at 8 o'clock at night that night, because everybody wanted to sign up. We had they came back today, and we had over 20 people that signed up on the Wealth Builder, because they saw a vision. These people have experience in network marketing. They have experience in building huge organizations. And when they saw this bonus and they saw the potential that this system has into duplication and blessing a lot of other lives by sharing the products, and at the same time, create health and wealth and happiness like Sisel does, it's amazing just to see the excitement on their face when we were talking about how we paid this system. And I remember one of the leaders who was just sitting. I mean, I was doing the presentation, drawing on the whiteboard. He was just right next to me, like 2 feet away from me. He's like, "I can't believe it. You know, is this it?" When we were talking about infinity, I'm like, "Well, we're on step number 4. You still need to listen on step number 5 and step number 6." And they were like, "What? Is this really true? Is this how it really pays?" So it was something different, guys, that we lived in just like a couple days, and just it confirms what I felt when I came on board with Sisel 4 years ago. I saw the potential of this company. I saw a company that was about to explode. I saw that they had they were debt free, that they had a 300,000 plus square foot manufacturing facility. I saw the technology that they had. More important than that, I saw the leadership, of the company with the Mowers and the experience that they had, building $1 billion company before, the experience that they have on doing everything from start to finish with the products, formulated, manufacturing, and shipping it to you guys, that they don't cut corners, that they do the best, no toxins and chemicals. We're not talking about products right now. I'm just going to show you exactly what we shared last night with this group. So hopefully we can see, and you guys that are listening to this, you guys can see the same vision they saw to start using this system as their tool to duplicate and to build with Sisel. So first thing that you guys need to know is, to qualify for this system, you guys need to purchase a wealth builder pack. It's a coded bonus, so these packs are coded to pay out in a separate compensation plan, pretty much, that the regular, unit level that we have up front, that we have the fast start, and the unit level and other bonuses. This one is completely separate. So you sign somebody up with one of these packs, and we pay a certain amount per packs, and we'll be talking a little about it. But first, I wanted to let you guys know what packs are available for you guys to qualify. We have the transformation pack, wellness pack, age pack, beauty pack, and we have this new one that's called the weight loss pack. So if you see on this particular one, and you heard Kurt and I talking a little about weight loss, great product. I've lost now 24 pounds. My body fat is to 17%. Because I'm taking the Sisel Thin. This is the pre-workout, which is a Sisel Sport, gives you tons of energy. And all the products that you're seeing here, you can have that on a like almost a 40% of the value that you have on this pack. That the brand new people will save money by purchasing this particular pack. This month we're waiving the enrollment fee when people enroll with this weight loss wealth builder pack. That's another almost $25 saving there. You get your brochures, you get your water bottle, you get everything, the duffel bag, and everything that you need to start sharing this product with people. So that's the first thing you guys need to do, is buy a pack. If you're brand new, if you want to sign up today, this is the way to do it if you're serious in building the business. So you get this pack, you're qualified, and you're ready to start sharing it with other people, right? So if you have over 30 days as a distributor, if you see right underneath the price and the PV, you'll see a QWBP. That stands for qualifying wealth builder pack. These qualifying packs are exactly the same price, exactly the same PV. These packs have, the only difference between both packs is the way we pay up the sponsor. If you're brand new, let's say you sign me up and I'm within my first 30 days and I decide to buy a wealth builder pack, you as my sponsor will receive the wealth builder commissions. If I wait over 30 days and kind of get ready, then I would have to buy, the wealth builder pack will not be available to purchase anymore, because it's only a one-time purchase. But my qualifying wealth builder pack will be available in my back office or calling customer service. So I would buy that pack. I would qualify immediately. And this pack, if you see underneath, it has a CV, which means commissionable volume. That means that this pack will pay up unit level commissions to my upline, but it qualifies me as a wealth builder. That means that now, if I enroll a wealth builder in my organization, I'm going to get wealth builder commissions off of him. So that's the only two differences. It's same price, same PV. The only difference is the wealth builder is for people that just enroll as a distributor, and it's available for their first 30 days. And the qualifying pack, same price, same PV. This one has CV that will pay my upline unit level commissions, but qualifies me as a wealth builder. So those are the 5 packs that we have available right now. We actually have a promotion during this month still that if you enroll with this particular 1 pack, you will waive the $24.95 initial fee. So that's the first thing that I wanted you guys to know, how to qualify. And believe me, guys, you need to let everybody know about this system, whether they like it or they want to do this or not, because I'm just going to tell you a little quick story that happened to me when I was traveling to Indiana. This person knew about the value of each pack, so they were actually signing people up with this pack, saving them money, but she didn't know anything about qualification, about this bonus, until I went there and I started training on this system. And she, after the meeting, she came up to me and she's like, you know what, I haven't seen any of my bonuses on my commissions checks. So I'm like, that's weird, you know. And I'm like, have you signed anybody up? And I'm like, yeah, I signed like 11 people personally sponsored on these packs. So I went to her back office and I'm like, I saw that she didn't buy a pack before. And I'm like, did you buy one of these packs? And I'm like, no, do I have to? And I'm like, well, yeah. And so that's the importance of you guys as leaders to train people about this system. Like I say, whether you like it or you don't understand it or not, make sure that your downline understands it, because she would have bought, if she would have bought this pack and signed up 11 personally sponsored wealth builders, she would have made over $2,000. And she actually told me, so how much money did I lose? So I did the math, and then she's like, and I'm like, it's a little over 2,000. And she lost those commissions because the upline didn't let her know how this worked. So please make sure that everybody knows, you know, what the system is, and at least to qualify to save money buying this pack. It's not a $1,000, $2,000 pack that a lot of companies do. It's I think this one is $368. And this is the most expensive one, if you want to call it. The other ones are $347. So it's not an expensive pack, and I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do to recover that initial investment in a minute. So that I'm actually going to be changing the screens right now, and hopefully I can do this. So I'm going to mute this screen, and Kurt, please let me know if you can hear me on my phone. Give me just 1 second. Okay, can you guys hear me okay?
I hear you loud and clear, Milo.
Okay, give me just a second. There's an echo. Let me just turn off my other computer. Okay, can you guys hear me without an echo now?
Yep, I hear you good. That took care of the echo.
Okay, give me just 1 second. All right, perfect. So let's go ahead and talk a little about how we can make money. So yeah, like Kurt was saying earlier, if you guys have a piece of paper, a pen and paper, please draw exactly what I'm going to be drawing. It's easier for you guys to understand it if you're kind of doing it at the same time. So this is the way I usually explain this. Okay, so first, you guys are already qualified. You purchase your wealth builder pack. You're ready to start building, right? So this is going to be you, okay? And I usually do this to kind of explain it, because it's easier for everyone. So first of all, when you purchase, if you're brand new, you purchase your pack, you're qualified. If you have 2 or 3 months or 2 or 3 years in the business, make sure you qualify. Then the way you qualify, you need at least 50 PV purchased every month to qualify for this system, okay? To earn commissions with a wealth builder. So I know it, depending on the rank, if you're a master or a master builder or above, you need 100, or depending on your rank, right? So make sure that you at least have 50 PV purchased during that month. So after you're qualified, the first thing that you want to do is start bringing people, right? So there's 2 sides of the wealth builder. The first one is the freedom side, and the second is the wealth side. Okay. So when we talk about the freedom side, that means that we're talking about your first 3 people that you enroll on the wealth builder, and the wealth side means starting with your 4th on through infinity means it's the part of the wealth side. Okay. So like we understand in network marketing, anything to be successful, you need to be duplicating, right? So you need to make sure that everything that you do, you teach your downline to do exactly the same thing. So that's the great thing about this system is it's a system, you know, there's step 1, step 2, step 3 that you guys need to do in order to be successful. So whatever, you know, I'm telling you to do the, you know, the first step or second step, you're going to be telling your people to do exactly the same thing, right? So first thing you do after you purchase your own wealth builder is bring at least 3 people that purchase a wealth builder pack. Okay, this coded bonus pays weekly, so that means that a week in Sisel starts on Friday and ends on Thursday at midnight. So every Friday we pay commissions on this wealth builder system. Okay, so the first thing you do is bring in your 3 people. And the company is going to pay you $50 every time you bring in your first, for your first 3 people, not every time. So for your first 3 people, a company gives you $50 each, okay, for your first 3. Now your goal as a wealth builder is to bring these 3 people in under 2 weeks. Okay, if you bring 3 wealth builders that you personally sponsor in under 2 weeks, the company is going to double your commission. So instead of getting $50, you're going to get $100. So that's your goal in order for you to get $300 and get most of your investment back. Okay, that's what we call it the freedom side. You know, because now you're free. You got your return on investment, and you're ready to focus on building. Okay, so that's pretty much what you need to do as step number 1. After you qualify, you bring 3 people. Now, a lot of people ask me, when does a 2-week period start? The 2-week period starts the day you purchase a wealth builder pack, not the day you sign up, unless you bought your pack the day you signed up. If you purchase your pack the day that you signed up, that's day number 1, and you have 2 weeks from that day to bring 3 people and qualify to duplicate your commission. Okay, so that's one of the things. If you waited 2 weeks after you signed up and then you purchase the pack, then that day becomes day 1 when you purchase your pack to double your commissions. Okay, so that's the only time sensitive piece on the whole wealth builders situation. Now we talking about duplication, right? Every time that you sign somebody up, what are you going to tell you? Number 1, number 2, number 3. Get your 3 people in under 2 weeks, and that way you get your money back. So they would do the same thing to their people and their people and their people. Okay, so make sure that you guys tell people that that are enrolled in the wealth builder to bring their 3 in under 2 weeks, or as fast as possible, to make their money back. Okay, now we talked about the freedom. This is pretty much what the freedom side is. Now let's talk a little about the wealth side. So in order to maximize this system, you need to bring at least 6 personally sponsored wealth builders. Okay, so let's see what happens when you bring in your 4th. Now we're not going to give you $50 or $100 when you bring your 4th. Now the company is going to give you $130 just by bringing your 4th person. Okay, and this is very important because if you understand this part, you're pretty much going to understand the whole thing. Okay, we talked about duplication, so everybody's bringing people, right? So let's see what happens when anybody on your wealth side brings 1, 2, or 3 people. You got 130 off of your 4th, right? You got 130 off of your 4th. Perfect. Now, your 4th person is going to bring 1. Now, because your 4th is on your wealth side, you are going to earn $80. Okay? You're going to earn $80 not because you signed up your 4th. You're going to get $80 because your 4th brought 1. Okay? You get $80. Now, if your 4th brought 2, that means you're going to get another $80. So if your 4th brought 3, that means you're going to get another $80. It's only on their first three, and goes from first threes through infinity, that you will always get $80. What does that mean? That means if let's say his number three brought one, who brought one, who brought one, who brought one. That's all first part of the first three, right? You will always get $80, $80, $80, $80. Once again, the only way that you are going to get those $80 is when your fourth or fifth or sixth or whatever bring 1, 2, or 3 to the business. Okay, that's when you're going to receive the $80. So if you guys understand this part of the equation, you pretty much got the whole thing down. Okay, I'm going to erase this just so we don't confuse anyone. The rule is the same thing. You get 4. The fourth brought 1, and then you made $80. Okay, so you made 130 from your fourth, and you made $80 from your first. Okay, and I'm being repetitive because I want to make sure that you guys understand exactly what you need to do for you to make the $80, because this same principle applies to everyone on both sides. He is going to need 4 who brings 1 to make 80. He is going to need 4 to bring 1 to make 80, and so on and so forth. Okay, so let's say what happens. We'll see what happens when you enroll your fifth. You enroll your fifth person, and you're gonna qualify for the check match. Check match bonus is a really good bonus that I like a lot. So once again, you sign up your fifth, you're gonna receive $130 because you brought your fifth person, and at the same time you qualify to the check match. What's the check match? Okay, remember once again how you made the $80. Bring 4, and your fourth brings 1, and then you make $80, right? So the check match means that you will receive 50% check match every single time your number 1, number 2, or number 3 receive their $80. Once again, how is number 1 going to receive the $80? Number 1 needs to have 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And have the number 4 bring 1. If this happens, your number 1 receives $80, right? Now, because you're check match qualified, you're gonna get how much? 50%, right? How much is 50% of 80? It's $40. That's how much you'll receive every time your number 1, your number 2, or your number 3 earn their $80. You have to be check match qualified with 5 personally sponsored wealth builders in order for you to receive 50% commissions. Now, we told you on this side that this would be through infinity, right? The same rules applies to everyone. So if this person here signs up 1, who signs up 1, who signs up 1, your number 1 will get 80, 80, 80, 80, right? Just like you did on this side. Now, because you're check match qualified and you earn the 50% commissions, you'll make 40, 40, 40, 40 off of this side. So that's the great thing about this system that goes infinity, and it works for everybody else. Okay, so this is how check match works, and it applies to everyone. Okay, so and it applies to number 2. When a number 2 does the same thing, you'll get the check match. When number 3 gets the 80, you also get the check match, right? But we said that you guys need 6 to maximize the system, right? Let's see what happens when you bring in your 6th person. Now you're going to activate what we call the turbo bonus. The turbo bonus means that we're not going to give you any 130s anymore. Now, because you brought in your 6th and you qualified as a turbo qualifier, you're going to earn $150 just because you brought number 6. And this from here on through infinity, why? 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 50, 100. We will always be giving you $150 bonus just by bringing your 6th wealth builder on. Okay. Another great thing about the turbo bonus is that these $80 that you used to make before, now they're going to turn into hundreds. Okay. So any new volume, okay, any new volume that's generated after you qualify as a turbo bonus qualifier, it will generate $100. So if today you enrolled your sixth person, and right after you qualify, your number six person brings in one, now you're going to receive $100. And this person is like a champ and starts enrolling people. The same day you'll get $100, $100 through infinity. Okay, so that's the great thing about this system, is that if you teach and train your people to duplicate and do exactly what you're doing, your number four is going to be duplicating. What's the number four going to be doing? Trying to get 3 in another 2 weeks, so he can get the double commissions, right? He gets 3, you get $80 off of each one, or 100, depending if you're turbo qualified or not. So this system, guys, like I was telling you earlier, there was one of our leaders here that enrolled 8 or 9 last night, 8 personally sponsored wealth builders. So that means that on one night she made over $900 just like that. Because if you do this in one day, the system says, wait a minute, she turbo qualified the same night. So that means that these 130s turned into 150s because she did the whole thing in one day. So if you have 6 people ready to sign up, guys, you'll get $300. You get $450 off of this side. So almost $800 that she did just by bringing at least 6 people. Well, she made more because she had 8. So there's tons of potential, guys. I mean, and we do this. I do this every Monday, and I do these live webinars every single Monday night at 6 o'clock. And if people could actually see the potential, like this team did when they saw this, they couldn't believe it. So like, how are you guys paying so much? And the truth is, when you build it the right way and it duplicates, the company ends up paying 75 to 80% commissions. Because if you build 6 and everybody builds 6 and 6 and 6, that's what the company pays on these specifically on this bonus. But we understand how important it is, and if you guys really get this and train your people on doing exactly what to do, you'll be super successful. And if you just see the vision that that these leaders saw on this particular plan, you'll be as excited as everybody was. Today we actually went through a regular compensation plan and told them how everything merged into one, and they're like, we can do this. I mean, we can train people. We can talk about the LRPs and the shipping vouchers and the regular fast start and everything like that. So, but guys, this system, I believe that since day one, 4.5 years, not 4.5, a little over 4 years ago when I started here, I saw this company and the potential. I'm like, we need something to attract leaders, something that will help them build, because I know this company is built to last from generation to generation. I know this company is built that they don't have any debt anywhere. I know that this company has the experience in the field and internally to take this to the next level. With a manufacturing facility, with all the things that we have that other companies don't. And with this system, I think we can make it there. So I'm not sure, Kurt, if you have any questions or anything that you want me to touch on specifically, let me know.
All right, Milo. So the one thing that I really wanted you to cover is, okay, the first 3 are really, you want to put your top enrollers in the first 3. And the
Right.
reason why is because your bonus, your matching bonus, comes not off of their first 3, but it comes off of their wealth side, right?
Exactly. And I actually told these leaders the same thing, because one of them had enough to sign up the 8 people. And I'm like, you know what? The way that I would build is I would get the strongest ones on my first 3. And why is that? The first 3, let's see that number 1 is super active and brings, I don't know, we have someone here in California that has over 200 personally sponsored wealth builders. So I know if they put so many people, let's say these guys, and they start enrolling people here left and right, and since they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 potential legs to do 50%, through infinity on each one of them instead of just one, on the wealth side, that it will create more opportunities for you to make more money on different legs, depending on 1 or 2 or 3 that don't really work. But if they have, imagine if they have 20 or 30 personally sponsored people, you're going to start making, they're going to start making $80 starting from their 4th all the way through the 20th person. So I would have 20 different lines that he could use to get her $80. So this number one's position $80, and I can get the 50%. The other thing is that if she has more than 6, now she's not going to get $80. She's going to get 100. That means that this 50% 100 is not 40, it's going to be 50 from here on if she's triple qualified. So once again, if you have 3 strong legs and each one of them have 20 or to 30 personally sponsored wealth builders, and they're going to be making $80 or $100, every single time that anybody, enroll, 3, who enrolls 3 on the wealth side, well, I'm going to be getting, $50 checks all the time because I have, 20 or 40 or 60 individual lines that these people are going to be getting their $100 off of their wealth side, and I'm going to get the 50% check match. Does that make sense?
You bet. That makes sense to me. So, I mean, I'm just going to kind of let's take that person that you were talking about. Okay, so she enrolls 200 people, and let's say that she was your and let's start out. Let's say she was your number 1. And so she goes out and she enrolls 200 people. You don't get paid anything on her first 3, but once any one of those other 197 people starts enrolling, you get paid $40 or $50 on 197 people's work. Versus if you take and enroll her, let's say you put her as number 4 as your 4th person, you get paid on the first 3 that she has enrolled. You don't get paid on the 197. You get paid on 3.
Right. So on this particular situation, exactly, and you're completely right, because after the 4th and through infinity, remember that we're paying you $150 for those 197 people. Also, on this side, you just gonna get paid for the first 3, the $80 for the first 3. Does it make sense? So you're gonna get on this one, say you have this times 200, you get 150, 150, 150, 150 times 200, and that's unlimited. You guys can go as wide as you can, making $150. This person will make $150, through infinity wide. Also, plus, if these people do exactly what they're supposed to do, which is bring 3 people, that's when she is gonna get $100. Off of the work from her 4th up through her number 200. Every time that she builds 100, because I'm check match qualified, I'm going to get 50% of 100, which is $50 from the 4th all the way to number 200 through infinity.
You bet. And if we look at the work that Eric Worre's done, Eric Worre says 80% of people are going to only enroll 2 to 3 people. That's what most people do, is they enroll 2 to 3 people, and that's all they ever do. So why not take and put your average guy on your wealth side and put your superstars on your freedom side?
You got it. That's the way it is.
Yeah, Milo, I was out deer hunting when I drew this out, and holy cow, I missed one of the biggest bucks I ever had a shot at because I was sitting there. I went, holy cow, I got it.
Now you're gonna blame me for it.
That's right. I blamed you for it. But 2 years ago, I went out and shot another big one, so I was okay.
Right.
But, it's amazing how you can draw this thing out. And so everything is based on understanding that you get paid that bonus, not on the personally enrolled, your 4, 5, 6, but you get paid the bonus on when they enroll their first 3. And then that's where you get paid the matching bonus, is when your first 3 start getting paid that bonus, not when they personally enroll anybody, but when their personally enrolled people on their 4, 5, 6 positions start to enroll. And like we said, if you get somebody who's a superstar and enrolls 200 people, that's a lot of money, and then that goes on to infinity. That you get paid on, you get paid that matching bonus, that $40 or $50 on the first three, the first three, the first three, the first three,
To
forever.
infinity. Exactly.
All right.
You got it.
Well, I think that covers it. I hope that that everybody has questions on it, totally understands it, because it really it's not hard, but it's when you forget the verbiage and you go back and you don't exactly remember how you heard it, and you try and draw it out with, and you forget that one part. That one piece of the pie is what you
Right.
have to remember.
Yep, exactly. And guys, I'm here to help. Like I say, we have these webinars on every Monday at 6 o'clock Utah time live. I go through the whole thing every day. I can go through the whole thing like we're doing here with your group, Kurt, making sure that everybody understands this. And I talk to these new leaders, and we're going to be setting up webinars, with their group, and probably traveling, doing all these things. So make sure that you guys know that you're not alone. And I say that all the time. We're here at corporate. We want to make sure that you guys are successful, doing whatever it takes for you guys to understand this and the regular comp plan and products and whatever you guys need from us. We're here to help you. So that's our end goal.
The one question that I just thought of, that people ask me all the time. Let's say that we sign up number one and they're a dud. Let's say that they quit. They aren't doing the business anymore. What's the process of replacing that person? I mean, it is possible.
Right.
How do they do that?
So if this person actually terminates, not just becomes inactive, not just say, you know what, I don't want to do business, they have to actually go through compliance and send an email and say, you know what, I don't want anything to do with Sisel. Please take my records away from the company. We terminated officially. So what happens here is that position becomes available. No, it doesn't mean that your number 2 is going to become your number 1 and your number 4 is going to become your number 3 or something like that. It just becomes available, and you guys can replace this position with a brand new wealth builder. It could be a brand new distributor or another big leader or someone that you can fill that spot, that that's going to work, obviously, because now you understand how to build. But you can't say, okay, my number 6 is one of my superstars. I want my number 6 in my number 1 position. We can't do that. They have to be a brand new wealth builder, either an existing distributor that just is going to barely become a wealth builder. We can use him, or a brand new distributor that just wants to join the business by becoming a wealth builder. On this particular situation, you need to call customer service and say, my number 1 spot is available. I'm signing up this person, or he's going to purchase his wealth builder pack or his qualifying wealth builder pack to become a wealth builder, and I want that particular person to take up my number 1 spot. And then they can do that and fill that position if you do that. It only applies for your first 3, 4, 5, and 6. We pay exactly the same thing, so it really doesn't matter if somebody terminates or not. The good thing about this, another question that I actually got yesterday is, am I going to be still turbo bonus qualified if one of them terminates? And the answer is absolutely. I mean, you're still turbo bonus qualified because you already put in the work to get 6. If 1 or 2 or 3 or 5 of them aren't doing anything, they get terminated, you're still turbo bonus qualified because you at one point you brought 6 people that purchased a wealth builder pack. And another thing is, you don't have to requalify every 6 months or every year. I mean, once you hit your number 6 and you're turbo bonus qualified, you're turbo bonus qualified forever, and you'll still be receiving the turbo bonuses, if you keep signing people up, or if anybody on your wealth side starts bringing their first 3, you always get commissions, those turbo bonus commissions. So that's a great thing that we don't ask for requalification on anything. There's no time sensitive. The only time sensitive part is you're on your first 3, bringing your first 3 in under 2 weeks, double your commissions. If you don't do that, that's completely fine. You still get $50 for your first 3. On your 4th, if it takes you 6 months to sign up your 4th, you'll get $130. You always get $130 for your 5th, regardless how long it takes. and you always get 150 for your 6 through infinity, regardless how long it takes as well.
You bet. Well, Milo, I think you covered everything that that I can think of, every question that I've been asked, and so I appreciate your time. Thanks for staying late for us tonight out there in Utah, and I'll let you get going.
All right. Thank you so much, and thanks for having me, Doc, and have a great weekend, guys.
All right. Thanks everyone for joining us. For those of you listening to the audio, watching the video, draw it out. I can't stress it enough. Draw it out, draw it out, draw it out until you finally get it in your head, and maybe you'll get it quicker than I did. All right. Have a good
Have
weekend.
a good one, guys.
Bye.